is way different than what we are doing at Figma. So Figma basically lets you like design screens, whereas Photoshop is mainly for graphic design, like poster making and everything. So now we are playing with two different tools which have two different versatility. Figma plays in vectors, whereas Photoshop plays in pixels.
What is the difference between Webflow and Figma?
Webflow and Figma.
Uh,
Webflow lets you develop website, whereas Figma lets you design website. Hmm.
Hello, I have a doubt that uh, like Google sites, Figma has a embedded code feature.
Mm-hmm.
Does it has it?
Dude, it does,
भाई कब
but
शुरू करोगे?
bro, बस सब लोग join कर रहे हैं. We'll start. So Figma has the code feature, but it's not that good until now. Let's see what happens in the future.
It's just for seeing the styling and purpose.
Yeah, man, it's just for the developers to wrap thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
the major
suppose
issue is that only we make some very fucking awesome design on Figma, but we cannot actually code that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That is when web development knowledge comes into play. If you could just
so,
yeah.
Actually,
even
I'm
if
doing
you use
app development, and I thought of Figma. I heard from somewhere that I use Figma for prototyping of screen and all.
Yeah.
So just teach them.
so suppose if I develop or design something on Figma, can I directly import it on WordPress or Webflow, or directly can recreate the same thing?
You can definitely recreate anything you want, but I'm not sure if you can directly. I'm not sure if the plugins still like exist, which helps you, like directly import stuff.
So why do we use Figma? As in,
Okay, very very nice question. So let's assume you are okay. Can you guys see my screen?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can see.
yeah,
You are a company X. This is a company X, okay, and it has got a funding of around, let's say, $1 million. Now it has a product. It has a product. Let's say anything, a product Y. Ab, what do you unable to see screen? No, like everybody else is able to. I'm not sure why the problem is coming up. So let's say uh, you have a product Y and now you want to get it developed. You also want to take care of things like what kind of consumers will be looking at your product, and you need to take care of your consumers as well. So one thing that happens is you need to take care of customer experiences. That is CX. So एक होता है user experience, the other is customer experience. So user experience is something which is a circle of, let's say, this is CX, इसका एक sub part होता है UX. So when you take care of user experience, that is when you design screens. Let's say you want to get it developed. Before getting developed, if some feature is not looking good and it's not performing well, so you first make designs on Figma, get it tested. If it's giving you good outputs, then you get into development of it. So Figma basically helps you do the pre-features of any product.
So it's basically prototyping.
Yeah, it's basically prototyping, and it's also designing screen that are aesthetically pleasing, so you get more customers. If we talk on the business side of this, it helps businesses to experiment with different features without
so
putting in the cost of like getting it developed.
So what is the difference between UI and CX?
UI and CX, nice question again. So do you read books?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Like, is everybody here aware of RD Sharma or like S Chand books like these?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the sole reason why books like RD Sharma and S Chand sell in today's market is उनका जो अंदर का material है जो questions वगैरह है, it's brilliant, right? So
Right.
if you take a book, if you keep an RD Sharma book right in front of you, you see the quality of the paper, you see the cover of the book, you see the kind of font they used, if the book is colored or if it's black and white. Everything that you can see visually is user interface, UI, and the material of the questions that you see, मतलब जिसकी वजह से वो book बिक रही है, that is UX or CX. So user experience is the sole reason why a product becomes successful, and user interface is the reason why a consumer tend to use the product more, because वो सुंदर है. I hope that question like answers your question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. So let's
So
get started.
even if you
Sure.
So we can say that user interface is aesthetics and CX is a like its application or its features.
Yes. True. Very much true.
Okay, got it.
I,
Thank
I
you.
had a question, Rohan. How
Sure,
do
man.
you approach designing in general? Like
In what
when you
sense?
think about for example, if you have a portfolio site to develop, how do
Mhm.
you go about it?
That is the that is the process we'll be discussing in the today's workshop.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. So when we design a website or when we design a product, we need to take care of five things. So it is copywriting. Abhi, I'm just writing this down. इसके बाद we'll be discussing like hand on hand. Okay.
So are you doing this presentation itself on Figma or any other software?
This is Figma, man. I literally use Figma for making my college assignments. I will not lie to you.
Cool.
So
So what are its advantages over like using any other?
it's free, and you can literally collaborate with other designers.
Okay, cool.
It's over the internet. You can literally use it on a very old laptop as well, and you'll not face any problem.
Perfect.
Yeah. So research is basically looking at what other products have been doing in this industry. Let's say you are to design a social media app, all right? So what you do is you go on Google, you see social media apps. You look at what other social media apps exist. Let's say there's Instagram, there's Twitter, and there's Facebook. Now let's see what Facebook research looks like, user research. So we look at what kind of qualitative analysis and qualitative user experience research does Facebook have for their own product. Abhi, if you feel ki these words that I'm using are very intimidating, just poke me so that I can explain you what does that mean. So qualitative research is quality basically कि अच्छी quality की research करना, and quantitative is basically ज़्यादा amount में research करना. Let's say you were to take a survey, and if you send that survey to over like 1,000 people, then it's quantitative research. And if you research with 2 people or 3 people, जिनका you can बैठ के तुम लोग आराम से you can scrape their mind off, that is quantitative research. Sorry, that is qualitative research. So yeah, this is the different between two research processes. So you read all these articles and then you understand what they have. Like qualitative UX research, like this tells you what kind of research does Facebook do, and you read a bunch of such articles that tell you what's going on. So you go on a lot of pages. Like let's say if you want to research for Facebook, there is a separate page for Facebook itself that tells you understanding and improving social experiences. So these kind of articles actually help you design better experience. So this is the part of research that is very important. Do not ever like start designing a product before you start researching. Second is information architecture. I'll show you what information architecture looks like. So images. This is what an information architecture is. Where it go? Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Did the stream just stop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He by mistake left the meeting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Acha, he might be have disconnected.
Yo, was I kicked out of the group?
Yeah, you got disconnected.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you guys see now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Till where did you guys listen? What was the last thing that we?
You copied the
From the
image.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the information architecture again. So onboarding is basically, let me just explain what onboarding is. Like how many of you don't know what onboarding is? So then we'll be like, go ahead and proceed in similar ways.
Yeah,
Anyone?
you can explain.
Okay.
Is
So
it the
this
same
is
as the landing page?
no, it's not.
Okay.
So yeah, so like onboarding is one of the key features that most of the UI UX designers just be like, fuck it, I don't want to make onboardings. But this actually converts your customers. So जब भी अपन एक नए ऐप पे लैंड करते हैं, whenever we download it, the first three screens that you see, which tells you about the features of your app.
Yeah.
That's onboarding. So a lot of people go through these screen, and if they do not see that this app is actually providing them value, then they might just end up not using it. So let's see, is everybody aware of the app called Cred?
Yes. Yeah.
Cred is a very brilliant app, and it has a very good onboarding flow. So it just takes you one screen, pay your credit card bills and win reward. See, you read these lines, you instantly get to know, right, कि इनका क्या काम है, what is Cred used for. उसके बाद onboarding also includes what kind of information they are asking you. Because it's a payment app, they need to ask you for a lot of information like your phone number, your Aadhaar card number and stuff. So you can clearly see, give us your phone number, tell us the OTP, tell us your first name, tell us your last name, tell us your email address. अब you can see कि यार इन लोग ये तो इतनी सारी information मांग रहे हैं. I would not like to use the app. But now you presume yourself being a potential customer of Cred, जिसको अपने credit card का payment करना है. Do you think being on the Cred side, ये सब information जरूरी है कि नहीं? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
let's say you are not designing a payment gateway. You are designing, let's say what? You're designing a social media app. Do you think asking for users' phone number and their email address is important?
I think so it is
Yes.
because
Yeah.
if they forget the password, then they need to reset it.
Exactly. And do you think asking for their credit card details is important?
No.
Don't ever do that. Don't. So let's take an example of a social media app now, all right? Can somebody name me a popular social media app that you think will be used?
Let's take Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, let's take Instagram. Onboarding. Onboarding flow. So this is what Instagram onboarding flow is. No, it's not. I think this might be it. Can you guys see the screen clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just copy this to Figma so that we can, like talk about it and have a history about it. Can you guys see Figma now?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. So this is current, like this was the old Instagram flow. इसमें they used to ask you to log in with Facebook. I'm sure like थोड़ा blur हो रहा है, but you get the point. This is asking you to log in with Facebook. This sign up with your phone number or email. Now you see the difference between two buttons. एक button है that is in white and it's giving you more emphasis, whereas the other one is just text. So let me explain you what Instagram wants you here. They want you to log in through Facebook, And why do you think Instagram want you to log in through Facebook? Can anybody answer that for me?
To get to know
Producer data.
contacts or
No,
more details.
Parent
It's a second company of this.
Facebook
Parent
actually
company.
owns the Instagram, so it's sharing common by. So
To
for
get
the
follow
contact syncing,
suggestions.
It's
Mhm.
easier for them to customize
contact syncing,
ads and
every
everything.
user uses the enter for the
We can't add
Server
like
wants your data.
Yes. Who said that server
Exactly.
wants the data?
Utkarsha has Zuckerberg wants data.
Bro, brownie point to you. So this is before Instagram was owned by Facebook, all right? So this was the onboarding screen before Instagram was owned by Facebook. अब Instagram मान लो नया नया social media app आया है. They want to expand and they want to know who your friend circle is so that they can reach out to your friend circle and tell them that you are on Instagram but your friend, like, you are not on Instagram but your friend is. Why the hell are you not on Instagram? Do you get the point?
Exactly. Exactly.
So as a social media app, Instagram wants to know who your friends are, who are potential customer for Instagram. So you need to think in that phase कि भाई ये नया social media app बना रहा हूँ, मेरे को और customers चाहिए, मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगा? So details like these कि why is Instagram emphasizing you on login through Facebook is what a product designer's job is. कि तुम्हें सोचना है कि कस्टमर की कौन सी इन्फॉर्मेशन लूं या कस्टमर को कौन सी इन्फॉर्मेशन दूं जिससे मुझे भी बेनिफिट हो और कस्टमर को भी बेनिफिट हो. देखो अब अगर मैं फेसबुक से कनेक्ट कर दिया एज अ कस्टमर, what do you think me as a potential customer will have benefit by providing them with my Facebook knowledge, like my Facebook credentials and everything? Can anybody answer this, like one person at a time?
Social media presence,
Can you elaborate?
in the sense your previous social media posts or contact list where they can expand the group, they can grow through your Facebook, the friends as such.
Now let's assume you are connected to 500 people on Facebook and you just got into Instagram and you have 20 following, 20 followers. अभी ना तुम Instagram पे सिर्फ 20 लोगों की पोस्ट देखोगे और 20 लोग तुम्हारी पोस्ट देख पाएंगे. Now let's say I share my friend list with Instagram and each and every friend of mine gets a message saying Instagram use करके देखो भाई अच्छा ऐप है. Let's say 50% of them just turn, like, they convert. So now I have 250 more followers and 250 more people जिनकी जिंदगी को मैं देख सकता हूँ. So I am getting more social engagement. This is a loop. So you are getting them a habit of using Instagram by providing them more knowledge. So now you see how this habit thing works when you design products. Does anyone have
Yeah.
any sort of doubt? So this is one thing about onboarding. After this, let's just continue. Now you ask them to create profile. You ask them for a verification code. If they decline location access, you just maybe send them back to onboarding because you need their location. This is a random information architecture for anything. Let's say this is information architecture for a map app. Okay. If you decline location access, do you think the map app will be able to give you any suggestion of what restaurants to visit? Yes or no? Exactly. So if the person does not let you access their location, you send them back to onboarding. And if they allow you, you send them to home screen. That is the map. Now we have a lot of options here. Let's say you have treasures, you have nearby players, you have messages, you have create activity, you have notification menu, reset north up. I don't know, bunch of them, So now you get it what information architecture is, right? It's just a flow chart of what different features are you providing to the customer. Is that clear?
Yes.
So now let's see, how do you create an information architecture? Do you guys want to create an information architecture right here?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what app should we किस app का बनाए information architecture? Give me a name.
Avalon Meta.
Simple workout app.
No, bro. Let's do Avalon Meta because this is related to Meta, right? let's just do
Yeah,
Avalon
works
Meta.
fine.
Your wish, totally.
Okay. So 1 second, I will tell you how do you go through this. So I'm giving you access to my whatever personal projects. So this is an information architecture kit that is available on Figma community. So this is what information architecture look like in a very basic sense. It can go literally very long. I'll just copy the component so that we can just use it on in the other file. We can create another page from clicking plus. Let's say this is just introduction page. The other one is information architecture, since because we just always make sure you keep your files organized. So we're using these components. Now, who will tell me what is the first step when you download the Avalon Meta? What is the first thing you see?
Onboarding.
Okay, and onboarding, what do you see in onboarding?
I guess Avalon Meta logo.
About the creators, I guess. I see about the creators, I guess. The 3 creators. And a brief introduction about the app itself.
Can anybody just everybody just log out through their Avalon Meta app and see the onboarding screens? And do you think the onboarding they have currently is useful or no? Any one of you? Manasu, are you here?
Yeah, man, I'm waiting for other people to talk about it.
Can you do that for us? Like, can you just log out of the Meta and see what the onboarding are?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much. Also,
So the
Bro,
first
I
thing that I
have
see
two
is
questions.
one second, guys. Whoever answered onboarding, dude, you were wrong actually. The first screen that you see, Rishabh Goyal
That's
has
true.
the right answer. Is the logo. So what the logo screen is called is splash screen. So you do not see onboarding until you see the splash screen. So let's just keep that in mind. उसके बाद
so
you see
for
onboarding.
the onboarding, you see Avalon के founders in front of Meta logo. Then you see welcome to the future of education. It's asking you to either log in or sign up. Then you have login either through Facebook or log in through Google.
Okay, we'll wait here for a second, Manaswa. So the first three sliding screen that you see, they speak learn, team up, and compete. So there is a very specific reason why they have these words, because learn, team up, and compete. In these 3 words, you can literally summarize the whole Meta app, right? Yes or no?
Yep.
Yeah. So having a good copy for your app is very important. You need to convey the user कि भाई क्या app है, क्या इसमें क्या सिखा रहे हैं, क्या कराएंगे.
Am I audible?
Yeah, dude, you are audible.
So it just started now?
What?
It just started now? Am I late or what?
It's fine, bro. We just almost 10 minutes, 20 minutes in. So this onboarding screen is important. उसके बाद you get a button to get started. So this white box is the button thing. When you click the get started button, then you see another screen. You see a screen where it lets you either log in and sign up. So let's say there are 2 things, log in and sign up. The other one is sign up. Can anybody else tell me what's other than this? That's what you were speaking, right?
Yeah, that was the initial thing. Right, the founders are there. Then you have they tell you welcome to the future of education. That thing, and then it asks you to either log in through Google or Facebook.
So now in login, we have two options. That is either through Google or Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think they're asking you for Google or Facebook?
Because it's
Okay.
easier for them to manage that.
You know what are other reasons that like companies usually ask for your Google and Facebook account? Because you have your puri life ki history on Google, right? Your profile picture and
Authorization
everything.
factor. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get the phone number as well. You literally get everything. So if you give them continue with Google and Facebook, it becomes so easier for the user, right? मतलब उसको कुछ करना ही नहीं है. And if you guys can see, there is a email thing as well. Let me just take a screenshot and one sec. Show it to you guys what I'm talking about. So one thing that I want you guys to notice is that is very important. Okay, until this is loading, what other screens are there? I'll tell you one thing. There is not just Google and Facebook, there's also email, which is hidden. And I will tell you why do they do the emphasis on Google and Facebook as well. So I can see it now. Copy image. Can you see the screenshot of Avalon Meta here? Guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is Google, there is Facebook, and then there is email as well. But email does not have a button just like Google and Facebook. Why do you think is that reason?
That's the secondary option.
Because they don't
and why
want
do
you to
you
log in
think
through
it's
email. They want you to choose either Google or Facebook.
Exactly. Good point. And same goes with sign up. When you try to click sign up on Avalon Meta, right? It gives you only Google and Facebook. It doesn't give you the email option. So when you, let's say I pressed login with Google, it gives me a list of all the Google account that is on my phone, and इसके बाद home screen opens up. And there's home screen. Home screen में we have features like previously watched, tutorials. So things like these is what come into information architecture. So I hope this is clear to you what information architecture is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So next thing,
Bro,
copywriting.
I have a doubt.
Sure.
Bro, I have a doubt that if we log in through Google, then already the email is with them. So why they are given the option for login with email?
If you don't log in with Google, then you log in with email, right? So they need your email anyway. It's either with Google or with email. You need to provide one way of verification that you are not a robot.
Okay.
Another reason, Rohan, is that it's not just Google email that people use. Like sometimes people use Yahoo or
Exactly.
custom domains.
Good point.
Maybe it has also to do with the friction, right? Like if you lessen the friction, the more easy the UX becomes. The kind of
Good
the
point. Yeah,
marketing,
that is the sole
marketing
reason
flow
why
chart.
they give this option.
Shall I
That
can
is the
answer
marketing flow chart.
that? See, it's totally depend. It's totally depend. मैं ऐसे नहीं बता सकता 10 दिन लगेंगे. बात
क्या bro? Hello.
I think we just lost him.
Yeah, his voice is stopped.
Okay, let's continue.
Now copywriting is something that is not in our hand because Avalon ने already copy लिखी हुई है. So you see when they said learn, compete, and all that things, that is what copywriting is, using strong words in order to get conversions. So now we'll just skip copywriting for now because that is one whole of its workshop because copywriting is very vast. If you guys want to learn more about copywriting, there's this guy called Neville Methora. I'll share his info with you. You guys see this person? Can you see my Google screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy is the copywriting god according to me. He has a very good, like, he has blogs and newsletters that you guys can refer to if you want to get into copywriting. So coming back to UX, the next thing is wireframes. Wireframes are really important. So we'll just make another page for wireframe and we'll try to recreate the Avalon Meta app. So let's say a frame we take of iPhone.
Should we do with you itself?
Sure, if you want to. If you want, you can share those files with me later so I can give you reviews as well.
Okay.
So let's say we're making wireframes. सबसे पहले there are 3 onboarding screen जिसमें text होगा. We write a bunch of lorem ipsum text here. By
So
the
you
way,
currently use Alt key and to replicate that?
Yes, I use the Alt key to replicate. And the last screen है उसपे there is a button called Get Started. So this is what a wireframe is. You just try to recreate the whole app in a very, box and text manner. So then the next screen that is, it's the login screen. It gives you 2 options. My OCD. Login and then there is sign up. Can somebody tell me what all options we had? We just discussed about it.
Facebook, Google, and email.
Okay, when we have the login button clicked, right? This one. Then we have Facebook, Google, and email. Sure. What do we have when we click the sign up button?
Only Facebook and Google.
So we have Facebook, Google, and we had a text about email, which was very small. So we need to illustrate that. Sign up with email. Are you guys making this along with me, or is it just me who's working right now?
Actually, I'm phone right now.
No problem, man. So
No,
this
we
is
will
what.
do later because the session is getting recorded, I think. So we'll
Yeah, I
follow.
guess.
So Rohan, I have seen people doing this wireframe on paper also.
Yeah,
That is also
that is
possible.
what I prefer. There is a very
Yeah.
specific reason.
Okay. And you get some plugins for wireframe, like they are ready-made wireframe plugins are there. So
Yeah, man. But
here you can just edit.
but I don't, prefer using those wireframe plugins because the freedom you get while you're creating your own wireframes is way more than those plugins because wireframe is the stage where you are at the best mental state of thinking what kind of features you can add to the product.
Yeah.
So constraining yourself with other different wireframing kits only, constrains your power of freedom when you're thinking about the product and its features.
Can you just explain how those plugins will limit yourself, in the sense, can limit our
Sure,
thinking ability?
I'll just show you one thing. Wireframes. We just go to the community and see what different kind of wireframe plugins do we have. So let's say we have AntUX. We have Figma wireframing kit. Which one do you like? Name any.
Anything, any simple, basic one.
AntUX.
AntUX is fine. Okay. I'll just open this and show you a few things. One sec, I'll just have some water. So AntUX gives you so many components, alright? So this is the pop-up page, there's a chart page, there's a product page, and then this is the pure wireframe thing. And it gives you interconnection as well. But now let's assume, where is it? this is a product page, right? This is a basic page. What if I wanted to make a page that instead of looking like this, looked something like this, where I had to, no, I wanted the box and all this towards the left. One second, I'll have to create it. Where I wanted the box to be at the left, and I want some text below.
We are unable to see right now what are you doing.
Yeah, screen is stuck.
No, you are sharing the wrong window.
Can you see it
Yeah.
now?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
This is what we get in the Ant wireframe kit, the left one. And I wanted to create something like this, which is in the right one. So if I go with the Ant wireframe kit, I will not be able to create something like the right one because I am constrained with what all possibilities are possible here, which are very limited. So that is why I do not like to use wireframe kits. Instead, I just try to make my own. And what I would prefer is just try to create your own wireframes on paper before, because as you can see, Figma pay takes time for me to sit here and just make one screen, right? Let's say for making one screen on Figma, just wireframes take me 2 minutes. When I do it on pen and paper, it doesn't even take me 30 seconds. So the lesser time it takes, the more explorations you can do. So that is one benefit. Try
Yeah.
to make your wireframes on paper pen.
Bro,
instead
can
of
you explain me? Bro, can you
What?
explain me one thing? What is the difference between Adobe XD and Figma?
Bro, Adobe XD is a software by Adobe, and Figma is a universal, like web-based UX design software.
Yeah, but they both are used for, I mean, designing like Figma.
Exactly.
So what's
And
the difference between them?
Adobe XD is paid, I guess.
yeah, Adobe XD is paid. It doesn't let you collaborate with other designers. There are a few features like which are different from like Figma में better है जो Adobe में नहीं है, and Adobe में better है
More
जो
or
Figma.
the less, they are same. More or the less, they are same.
It's very much personal preference. Which one do you like to use? So yeah, if that answers your question. So let's just do one small workshop where we'll be thinking about Avalon ka ek specific gamification wala thing. So now you can see now, if you guys can just log into your Avalon app, you see we have this new tag coming around that is admin and everything. Hello.
हाँ भाई.
हाँ तो जैसे
Yeah, bro.
admin का होता है and then there is we have Ava coins as well. So how do you think we can integrate a feature like this in Avalon ka app, Meta app? Manas, you would like to take a take on this?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, yes.
Sure. So Avalon Meta app में currently if you open there is no feature called Ava coins, and let's say you want to invite more of your friends. How do you do that?
Like
How
One
do you
invitation link.
Yeah, how do you invite your friends over Meta? You send an invitation link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens after you send the invitation link? Like your friend can join, and what benefits do you get?
Yeah, we will get the
Extension.
referral
All
points.
the episodes are unlocked.
Referral points. Yeah, episodes.
Episodes get unlocked for now. So what if like it's a digital university? It should be better, right? If you can invite more friends and you get more benefits because you are literally referring somebody to a university.
Yeah, it's win-win for both.
What do you think can be a few such features where you can, let's say who was talking right now? Was it Mahavir?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mahavir, let's assume I am not on the Meta app. How do you think I can, as a UX designer, implement things where it will urge you to invite me?
I will tempt the user, like giving him more features or more coins that he can use them to unlock different features, different videos, or different
Yeah.
perks like you called as admin or etc etc.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? If I provide you with Ava coins, do you think that is a good feature if you invite somebody?
Yeah.
So let's just do a small brainstorming session where we guys can discuss this. What do you think? Or do you guys want to do something else? Because I think the whole workshop is like almost over because I like most of you know how to use Figma, right?
No, this
And
is my first session.
Though, can you tell like all
No.
the tools in like 5 minutes or something?
all the tools like on Figma.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, like general, what is the interface? How do we start and all that?
Okay. So I'll show it to you from the beginning.
Can we see again if I am left?
Sure. So when you open Figma, this is what you see, right? Now
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
you have to authorize. So let's just make an instead of I mean you can make a new account, but I'll just you know use my old account. So I log in here with whatever ID I like, and let's say I just enter my email. I just just instantly get in, and
Bro, are you a VIT student?
yeah man,
Which campus, bro?
well
Okay.
you are a VIT student as well.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
In
Okay,
which
so
year you are?
I'm in second year, dude.
Okay.
So this is the interface that you see. Let's say you want to create a new project. You can either click on the button here or you can click on the button here. So this is what a new project screen looks like. You can name your file here, file name. And now what you need to do is the first thing you need to do is create a frame. So you can create a frame here by pressing F, and whatever screen size you like, you can select it here. Let's say you want to create a screen for iPhone Pro, 11 Pro, whatever. So this is your first frame screen, and now you want to create a rectangle. You click on button here. There are a bunch of shapes. There's a line.
If
There's an arrow.
I don't want to create for iPhone. I just want to like normal. Normal. Can we put resolution?
Sure. Let's say we create a frame like this. I any size, and here you can add the resolution. Let's say 1000 by 1000.
Okay, got it.
So
Yeah.
if you create a resolution for iPhone and if you view it in Android mobile, will it look proper in other phones?
No, not actually. When you give it to the developer, right? So they take care of it by making the design responsive.
हेलो ये रिकॉर्डिंग कहीं यूट्यूब पर मतलब अपलोड करोगे तुम?
नहीं भाई.
जो हम लेट आए तो क्या हम देख सकते हैं फिर?
Bro, I'll send you a link.
So I had a doubt.
Yeah, man.
So these designs, can we make them universal kind of thing, or how is it going to be?
You can, but then it's a very difficult task. Let's say I want to create a button. If I create a button,
Figma.
sorry.
Can we also embed a URL in it?
In a button, yes, you can.
So it's basically an Adobe Photoshop for web design.
Yeah, man. Basically that. So who had the doubt for creating a universal button, right? We just create a button and then we go to auto layout. And now if you just increase the size, see right now it's not increasing, okay? But if you create a component out of it, and then you just add text into this, so it will constantly increase its size. Now you see that button became a universal button. And if I delete it, the size of the button remains the same. As simple as that.
What is a component?
So a component is something that is constantly being used in your app. Let's say a button or a screen size or a text field. It's called a component.
So after making a particular design,
Yeah, Figma is free.
can we change its resolution? Can after we design in a particular
That is the problem with UI design. When you design it, you design for single, screens. So let's say when you give it to the developers for iPhone, you usually design it for iPhone 8 because that is the smallest possible design screen currently, right? And if you design it for Android, there is an Android screen that is 360 by 640. So these are the two optimal sizes that we design screens for. इसके बाद you give it to the developers and they make it responsive.
Okay.
You do not need to make it universal. It's the developer's job to do it.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Are there any
Could
more
you
doubts?
take us through prototype?
Sorry?
Could you take us through prototype?
Sure, man, I can do that. I'll make a very small prototype, all right? Let's say there's a button. And if you click that button, you go to the next screen. Is that enough for a prototype?
Yeah.
So you click on the screen, you go to the prototype option. Can you see my mouse here?
Bro, can we add animation on this button also?
What kind of animations?
Like
Color glowing, like consider it color glowing or changing color.
Yeah, like blinking something.
There is no blinking. All these animations are done in After Effects and not on Figma.
Can you show something your work on Figma?
My work? Sure, I can.
Hello, brother. I have one question.
Sure, man.
Do we need to learn web development also to be a UI UX designer?
No, not really. You don't have to. It's not compulsory, but if you can, it's better. So whoever asked for my work, yeah.
In web designing, we can use Figma.
Yeah, man, you can. In fact, yeah, you can definitely. This is my work. So if you want to see the prototype as well, whoever asked for prototyping, this is how you do it. Let's say if I click on this button, I just remove this one. If you just click on this button, you go to the next screen. So when you want to see the prototype, I'll share the prototype link.
Bro, how are you just linking that, bro? How are you just linking that if we press the button, we'll go to another screen?
You click on the prototype button on the right top, this one. पहले अपन design में थे. Now we go to prototype, and if you click on any button, right? Let's say I make a button here, and then I go to the prototype mode. In a frame, if I make a button.
Is this
How do you
application?
connect to code? I mean, we will code in some other place and we'll do a UI in here. How do you connect?
You don't have to code anything, bro. You just need to pick this and you just need to click on the other thing. That's it. That easy.
No, he was asking about integration. Like suppose we design here and if we want to code the exact thing.
Yeah.
No, actually, we have to code, bro. It's for just only prototyping.
Exactly.
No,
मतलब ये
see,
prototype किसमें use
Like
करते हैं? ये
this is
application में
only a type of blueprint.
so this is
Yes,
basically
Yeah,
for an app.
blueprint kind of. Yes.
It's basically
App on
just
website.
Is this application or website?
it's a website.
Just one thing also, bro. How to get those background images? Like if we copy from somewhere, we can get copyright or so where to get these images that we put or text that we put.
Yeah, there's a website called unsplash.com. It's free, like you don't get copyright strikes from here.
What's the name?
Unsplash.
There are also some other resources. I will share it on Discord.
Sure, man.
Okay, sure, please.
Alright, that's it for today. If you guys have any sort of doubts, you can definitely reach out to me.
Bro, I have one question.
Put a link on Discord, right? Recording.
Sure, man, I'll do that. Yeah,
How
Dheeraj,
to-
what do you have?
How to
Your
open
name
image
is
by
Varun, bro?
Figma?
Sorry, how to open what?
Downloaded image in Figma.
Dude, just drag and drop. Let's say if you,
No. If I have downloaded any image in my PC, then how can I open
see,
it?
I just downloaded this image, alright?
Okay.
And then I just drop it here. As simple as that.
You
It will
also have
not.
a plugin, I guess.
No,
Unsplash.
yeah, there's an Unsplash plugin that you can use, but that will only let you do it for Unsplash, right?
Yeah. No, only
Your
for
name is
particular
Dev,
Unsplash.
right?
Is this basically design oriented for mobile or it's for PC also?
Your name is.
It's for anything that you would like to use it in. It's very
So
universal.
your name is Dev.
No, man, my name is Rohan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, what's your take on the community thing? Like how it's gonna help the other people who are developing on Figma? Like, see,
Dude,
they're if you're copying, they are allowing to copy directly from the community. You can change the mockups. So, what's your take on that?
dude, it's very helpful. Like for using things like wireframes and stuff, you can literally, you don't have to, put in a lot of efforts. So
So,
let's
like
say,
the things which they are telling me, we can edit. So it's legal that we can edit and make it our own.
yes, man, you can. It's open source. Anybody can use it. It's free to use for anyone.
In
Okay, that
freelancing, in which space we can use Figma?
And you'll have to get into UI UX.
Hello.
Like Rohan, we cannot use
So I
like
have a
Photoshop
question for
like
you.
what we do. It's just for UI UX only.
Yeah, man. We
So
cannot
Rohan,
do
सिर्फ
anything.
UI UX में ही use means web designing में भी background में या मतलब use हो सकता है ना?
हाँ, bro.
पर रोहन लोग
Guys, you
फोटो
can make
एडिटिंग और वो भी तो कर रहे हैं फिग्मा से.
वो bro
हाँ वही
posters
तो.
बनाना होता है like
you can make
use
vectors out of
you
it.
can use it the way you want, but then they have a lot of constraints.
Okay.
तुमने जो पोस्टर
Yeah,
बनाया
Manas
था
was selling something.
तो इस सेशन का
Guys, I think that should be enough for today.
The last
Bro, just I
question.
want
Can you
to
tell
ask
us your
something that
whole
are there
process
any
of design?
predefined templates that we get on Figma, or we have to basically draw from sketch?
You can if you want, like it's easy.
How to get that
अपनी सेशन
predefined?
का जो
You
था
can
वो
download it from
free
the
version
internet.
No, like you open Ant UX and different that.
Yeah.
So
इस
so
सेशन
how
का
to
पोस्टर फिग्मा से ही बना था. इस सेशन का जो पोस्टर था वो फिग्मा से बनाया था तुमने रोहन?
नहीं भाई, Photoshop पे बनाया था.
Rohan, can you tell us your whole design like process? How your workflow is goes? Like in what
Dude,
places the client is involved and how?
dude, I just did, like I explained my whole process in the whole tutorial. I'll share you the link if you didn't watch.
No. I was there from the beginning, but at what stages you get your clients get involved into it? You show after every stage you show this to the client.
Yeah, I do. In fact, I just explained them what I've been doing for the while.
Okay.
Are you working as a
Get approval
freelancer?
from them at every stage.
What?
Are you doing freelancing?
You need
Yeah,
to get
man,
approval from them at every stage, no?
Yeah, man, you need to.
Okay,
In
nice,
which
nice.
space
Thanks, man.
you
That
freelance?
was awesome workshop.
I
So,
use Upwork.
so
Guys,
what are the inputs?
I have another session in like 5 minutes. If you have any personal doubts, you can definitely DM me on Discord. So I think, is that fine if I just leave?
Okay, sure.
Sure, man. See you
Thank
guys.
you,
Thank
bro.
you for attending.
Thank you for the
Guys,
session.
also please don't forget to give him Ava coins because that will give him a lot of boost. So please consider doing that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Guys, what's with the admin selections? When is the date?